So this is the case of a young woman with a history of a traumatic cataract and a pupillary Fyodorov-style IOL implantation that has since been explanted and a three-piece IOL implanted into the sulcus. Now we're performing the DMEK. We've de-epithelialized and we have the graft loaded into the injector, and we are injecting a bit to the side, and this being a vitrectomized eye, even though there's no pressure, the graft still wants to follow fluid currents that lead it outside of the eye. So very, very carefully we're coming out with the injector, but the graft still wants to follow us. So now we're centering it, and we observe the S mark to the upper part of the screen, and that shows us that the graft is upside down, even though we try to make sure not to inject it upside down. The flipping part is easy, but the donor being a bit young, the graft wants to fold up on itself. So what to do in this case? So managing vitrectomized eyes has a series of techniques that do not form part of the armamentarium of the standard DMEK case. One of the things that you can do, and that we usually do, is either using the help yourself maneuver or bubble in the roll. And this here seen is the bubble in the roll technique, or what is to become the double bubble technique, where we're injecting one bubble on top of the graft to keep it open, and then as being sure to have only just the one big bubble in the middle of the AC. And now we can observe the S mark showing us that the graft is properly oriented, and now we're trying to inject bubbles on top of underneath the graft and to aspirate the bubble on top through the nasal paracentesis. And now aspirating it from the top of the graft, we have three small bubbles that are underneath, and the one on the top is on top of the graft. And now we're aspirating that one as well, and the case is on its way to being done. In a vitrectomized eye, it's much quicker to simply use the intraocular forceps to pull the graft to where you want it to be, and then being sure that the graft is unfolded and it's sitting nicely and interacting properly with the inner lips of the incisions, we can make sure that we're injecting air underneath the graft and then secure it and make sure that the air doesn't go back. Thanks for watching.